Hi. Sorry it took me so long to figure out how I was going to set this up. This is the first tale that I have to share, and it's a funny story about a not so funny subject. A number of years ago, my mom started a tradition of trying to kill my dad. Now, they hadn't been married very long, and my mom got chased upstairs by my dad, and my mom picked a gun up off the nightstand, because my dad's got guns all over the house, and she picked it up and she pointed at him and said, "Hey, you come near me and I'm going to shoot you." Bang! And the gun went off. Shot him right through the liver. Now my dad's normal reaction for being shot is to go, "Ooh!" and grab. I'll tell you this is an important part of the story because it comes in later on. And that he's not been shot, this isn't the first time him being shot, it's another whole other story. Okay, my mom's like, oh my God, lay down, I'll call the ambulance." She runs over, she picks up the phone, calls the ambulance. My dad's standing around saying, "No, it's okay, don't worry about it." He goes downstairs, calmly waits for the ambulance to show up. My mom's screaming at him, "You need to lay down, you need to lay down." He's like, "No, it's okay." Ambulance shows up, my dad gets in the ambulance, takes him off to the hospital. Years later, I asked my dad, "Dad, when you got shot, how come you didn't lay down?" It's like, well, I figured if I laid down, I wouldn't be able to get up on my own, so I just wait because it'd be easier to get into the ambulance. So, that's the first part of this story. Fast forward, years later. My dad lives out in the country, and where he lives, it's perfectly legal for him to shoot off guns, and so he's got a pretty good chunk of property, and the end of one of his property butted a railroad trestle. And so there was a lot of built up dirt and railroad tracks on that part of his property, so he built himself a shooting range. I was visiting him one summer, and he was standing next to me, and I'm shooting his .45, and by the way, I can't hit the broadside of a building with one of these things. And boom, 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 and my dad goes, "Ooh!" and grabs the center of his chest. I hit him dead center on the chest with a ricochet. It was just enough to break the skin. That's how I blew my shot at killing my father. Next oldest sister. Susan would have been good at this because she's a crack shot. Even as a little kid, boom, 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 every round through the center of the target. My dad said that she lost her chance to shoot him because she married a bozo loser. So she got taken out of the next in line. I have my next oldest sister. She was in the military, scored marksman in the military. We had high hopes that she would shoot the old man. And unfortunately, she wasted her shot on her then boyfriend, who she tried to shoot and the gun jammed, and yes, she did do time for it. I got one sister left. Not particularly good with a gun, but my dad is only scared of one thing. He's scared of the dentist. Where he grew up was very rural. When he was a little kid, the dentist had a foot power drill, no pain medication, so it's the only thing he's actually scared of. He used to have a dentist that would actually give him medication to take so that by the time he showed up for his appointment, he would basically be unconscious by the time they put him in the chair. Not only is my youngest sister a dentist, but her husband's a dentist too. We figured what's going to happen is my youngest sister, Denise, is going to get him in the chair. She's going to sit there and go, "Gee, Dad, you remember when you were 7, when I was 7 and you wouldn't give me that pony?" And the old man will have a heart attack and die. Now, that's a tale for my family. It's a funny story about a not so funny subject. Next week I'll try to share something completely different. Thank you and have a good day. And remember, share your tales if you've got them.